Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we are going to talk about Barbie, 2023 Barbie, Greta Gerwig, Barbie, Margo Robbie's Barbie, and we're going to talk about, and I'm going to review this film in context for every dungeon master, and what the valuable lessons for dungeon masters can be. So today we're going to talk about art has to be through every layer of your Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and we learned this from Margo Robbie's Barbie. Okay, so let's dig into this. So first of all, 4 out of 5 star movie. I love this film, and but it does have problems, and we can learn lessons as dungeon masters from those problems. No question, Barbie is a every dungeon master content. And the reason why is Greta Gerwig really created an event film, right? And we want our campaigns, we want every session to be an event. We want it to be something that people don't want to miss, because they don't want to miss what's happening, right? They don't want to miss the event. And that's not every movie. A lot of people are like, oh, I'll go to a movie and have fun. Like I went to Barbie, and that was a day I will never forget. Me and my wife went to Barbenheimer. We dedicated the entire day to enjoying American cinema because of Barbie, and because of Oppenheimer. So truly tremendous. Okay, so all right. So here's the lesson. Okay, so Greta Gerwig did something I did not like in Barbie. It was very badly handled. And that was Barbie Land was extremely beautifully crafted, and there was art at every layer, right? And so Margot Robbie is presented as Barbie, and then she's in this Barbie world, and everything is pink, and the Barbie house is there, the Barbie car is there, the Barbie outfits are there, and it all looks real, and I'm lost in the art of it, right? Then later we get to the point where Margot Robbie is like, this movie is about crushing the patriarchy, right? And so you're like, okay, let's go ahead and explore this, right? So I'm expecting Barbie, right, and America Ferrera, the woman who played the by the way, spoilers for Barbie here, sorry. So basically, I'm expecting America Ferrera to be like, oh, this thing happened to Barbie, and I learned this valuable lesson, and not even say it, but like America Ferrera watches something happen to Barbie, and then you see her thoughtfully go, oh my gosh, Barbie has to pay for the consequences of her actions, and you could see it in her face, right? But instead, there's a scene where America Ferrera is with Barbie, and she's like, the way we smash the patriarchy is we acknowledge the patriarchy, and then we take its language and we subvert it, and then we give ideas that subvert the patriarchy to our friends. Hey, Skipper, you're my friend. This is how you defeat the patriarchy. And that's not me, that's literally the dialogue from the film, right? And it was Greta Gerwig going, I'm not going to try to use art to powerfully convey messages in a subtle and unique and winsome way. I'm just going to say it to you outright, like there's no script, right? And if you think I'm wrong, there's literally a point in the film where they're like, this is Margot Robbie playing Barbie. We're not going to try to artfully convey a message or give you wisdom in the narrative. We're just going to blurt it out to you exactly, right? Now, it's not just Barbie that's having this problem. In the 1980s, you would hear a rap song, and it'd be like, hey lady, I'm going to do XYZ, and I'm going to do it in this way of this analogy, right? Like there would be a double entendre. Listen to a rap song today, there's no double entendre. They're like, hey lady, I'm going to do XYZ, period, and I'm just going to list it out, no XYZ, just going to say the thing, right? There's no art, there's no wisdom, there's no cleverness, there's no humor. It's just blatant, right? And it's just like artlessly presented, right? And so that's the point. You don't want to just slap the food down on the plate, right? There needs to be some art to it. And you cannot give up on your art as you dungeon master, right? You want to serve up wisdom for your players. You know what problems they have. You know the solutions to their problems because you could see their lives very objectively, right? And you can present wisdom and solutions and answers to their IRL questions artfully, subtly, beautifully, masterfully, cleverly, humorously, not artlessly. And so we know Greta Gerwig can do artistic things, but we also realize that she's like, well, This point has to be made, and people have to understand this, this part. So I'm just going to blurt it out, and I say, no, Greta Gerwig was wrong, Margot Robbie was wrong, and you cannot match their artless desire to make a point. When you make your point in Dungeons & Dragons, when you solve an IRL problem for your players by giving the wisdom, giving the answers, giving the solution, it has to be put into the narrative. And there's a very real chance your player will miss it. And there's a very real chance that one of your players who it was not intended for will actually pick it up. You have to let that happen. You have to put it in front of your players and hope they will find the wisdom and hit the mark. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.